Hello everyone, it's Angela. Hope that you guys have been good and groovy since the last time you saw me, since the last time we saw each other, because I see you. I am here in New York City. I came here for a few days to take care of some personal business and also for self-care. This city is a second home to me, and it always provides me with a plethora of inspiration and good vibes. So I'm so excited to be here. I'm sitting in my hotel room. You can see um, my baggage over there, me luggage. It is so hot in the city, you guys, like wouldn't believe. And I'm having a hard time finding the best light. But here I am. I haven't made a video in 2 days, I think two, maybe three. I've been traveling. I have only slept 3 hours in almost the past 48 hours. Get into it, and I can't believe I'm so perky. I'm gonna chalk that up to my vegan lifestyle. I'm having the most amazing time here, partly because it's New York, but partly because of my awareness of practicing the law of attraction through practicing gratitude. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the law of attraction and how to make it work for you in your everyday life. So, as all of you know, I've been on this amazing gratitude practice, right? I'm writing down, my goal is to start the day by writing down 10 things every day that I'm grateful for. I am okay with repeating things if they do come up, as long as it's genuine. I've watched other videos where people say, you know, to look for 10 new things every day to be grateful for, which I think isn't a bad idea. But for me, I find that can be a little bit inauthentic. Things just pop up that I'm grateful for. So there's always new things that I find that I'm grateful for. And through that practice, as I'm writing down, especially the things that I do repeat, I find the universe is giving me more things to be grateful for. Doesn't that make sense? And so what happens with the law of attraction, whatever it is that you're wanting to attract, if you're grateful for it and you're vibrating with it with good emotions, and there's nothing negative attached to it, you receive that, and you receive it through loving ways. So I started watching law of attraction videos, seriously within the last year. And here recently, in the last week or two, I've really seen really great videos, and I've really started to understand how to link my gratitude practice and how to stay focused and how to ensure that I'm wrapping my intentions with really good emotions. So I manifested $1,700 about a month or so ago, and I'm going to talk about that in another video. And it's actually more than that. It's something that's still paying out to me, but it didn't get delivered to me in a loving manner, and I was sort of flummoxed by it at the time. Well, I might as well talk about it now. I really wanted to make a separate video, but it's more poignant to talk about it now. So I manifested a car crash, and so this is what had happened. I saw a video not too long ago, and I've seen this a lot. It seems like a few people had manifested larger sums of money, thousands of dollars worth of money, through getting hit. And I was like, ooh, I want to, let me start with a small amount of money in my hand. Like, I literally did have an amount of money in my hand. I think, what was it? It was, and that's the thing. I was inconsistent with the amount of money that I wanted to manifest, right? One day I was like, oh, let me manifest $5,000. That'll do this, and all right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got distracted. I got interrupted, so I decided to take this break and change to get more comfortable because it's really hot. My hotel room has not cooled off yet. So I was inconsistent with the amount of money that I wanted to manifest. So that would, of course, confuse the universe. And the second part of that was I kept thinking about not wanting to get in a car crash. And I was associating a car crash with manifestation because I watched a video. There's a young lady who is a stripper. She makes videos about being a stripper and manifestation and law of attraction, all of that. And she talks about how she manifests, I think, $20,000 or $25,000 through a car crash. And she talks about, of course, how you need to be careful. And because of that video, I knew I could manifest. And it just clicked for me, but I couldn't get the image out of the two going together, car crash and manifestation of law of attraction. So I literally, put it out there in the universe. I wanted this money. I did not want it to come from a car crash and then let it go. Now here's what the universe hears. You want some money? And you're talking about a car crash. I literally forgot about that manifestation. A couple months later, out of the blue. I mean, I was at a stoplight, y'all. This chick barrels into me from behind. I was so glad that as she hit me, the car in front of me had just pulled off, so I didn't hit them. So no fault of my own. It wasn't a ton of damage to my car, so they, immediately cut me a check for damage, and I'm still working with them to get compensated for time off of work, physical therapy, doctor bills, and all that kind of stuff. And so, there's more money coming. But that was a huge lesson to me. That was a wake-up call. Like, I need to be really intentional about the things I think about and how I feel. Now, here's the other thing. I am learning how to cope with life better. There is a little bit of a negative Nancy in me. It's been my coping skill. It's what I've seen growing up. And being a negative Nancy can be all kinds of things. It could be gossiping. It could be negative self-talk. For me, it's negative self-talk mostly. And I've just within the last couple of days now that I'm truly aware of it, and I'm aware of how it affects the law of attraction, I'm so much better. I'm meditating, I'm aware of my thoughts, and I'm planting new thoughts of self-love. I started doing mirror work where I look into the mirror and I say really wonderful, beautiful things about myself, and I claim it. And I'm also claiming my abundance. That's part of the practice where I sit with intention. And I'm just not talking about what I want to get, because when you talk about what you want to get, you're coming from a place of lack. I really look around me, and this is where gratitude really helps you. And I look at my life and I see the abundance of what is now. I see the richness of what is now in my life. And ever since I've been doing this, what would happen before, I'd manifest a little bit of money here, I'd manifest a little bit of money there. But now I'm seeing it much more consistently, and I'm starting to just get free stuff. People are just giving me things. And part of what has changed is, number one, I'm consistently thankful. I thank everybody for everything, and I mean it. I'm not just saying it for lip service so I can get something. Like, I'm truly grateful for the service that people give me. I'm grateful for the smiles that people give me. I'm grateful for conversations I have with people. I'm always grateful when people want to share with me something about themselves or whatever interactions that I have with people. I'm really, really, really grateful for it. And here's the other thing. I'm aware that if you want to receive something, you have to be open to receiving. So I receive, and I receive graciously. When somebody offers me a compliment, I say thank you. I don't offer an excuse. I don't say, oh no. I don't do any of that, because that's telling the universe that you don't want to receive. If somebody wants to offer me a discount on something, I accept it. I receive it. If what did I used to do? I don't want to talk too much about what I used to do, because that is the wrong energy. But I told you before, like, I'll turn down an opportunity to do something, or I don't know, because I really don't want to think about it too much. But like, just saying no to things or to opportunities. I'm saying yes. I'm in town, and I want to see a friend. His schedule is all over the place, and normally I would just be like, let's just do something another time. And he's like, well, let's do this. I'm like, yes, I receive it. I receive that time. So do you guys get what I'm saying? You want to be open to receiving, and you need to really check with yourself to make sure there's no place in your life, at work, in relationships with friends, out in the world, that you're saying no when the universe is offering you something. You want to say yes. You want to receive. And as the universe sees that you're receiving and wants to give to you more. I had this conversation with my sister the other day. We were talking about men and how, what she's looking for in a man. And, I was like, well, this is what you're looking for in a man. You're going to have to be open to receiving it. And she was like, I am. I was like, no, you're not. So this is such a great story. I don't think she would mind me telling it. She threw a little dinner party the other day. And one of the guests who had never been to her house came over with a housewarming gift. It was a nice, wine glass set and some some liquor. I don't remember what kind, but it was a really, really beautiful and a really gracious offer. My sister was like, oh no, this is too much. And because of where I'm at in my life right now, I was watching this go down. And I'm like, oh no, girl, receive it, just say yes. And she was like fighting it. So we ended up like, as only sisters can. We had a fight a few nights ago about her not being able to receive when people are offering her gifts. By the end of the night, a little bit of alcohol, which I told you guys about, she got it, she understood it, and she accepted the gifts, and she accepted it graciously. And she made the connection that you can't get what you want in other areas of your life if you're telling the universe in this area of life no. And I'm not saying, you know, be acceptive to or receptive to bad things in your life. You don't want to do that, because you you don't want to be receptive to abuse. You don't want to be receptive to anything negative in your life. And so I'm not talking about that, but you want to be receptive when people are offering you anything that can uplift your vibration. I'm gonna leave it here because I'm tired, and I want to make sure that I leave this on a high note. But the law of attraction is about being consistent. You want to be grateful for everything in your life, everything. You want to practice gratitude in every moment. And it's something that just takes practice. So having a gratitude journal is a great way to start putting it into effect. Start to witness your day and how you're treating people. Are you nice? Are you kind? Are you malicious? Are you a gossiper? Do you say nasty things behind people's backs? Are you resentful? Are you jealous? Are you envious? What kind of emotions are you living with throughout the day? What are you thinking about people? Do you think nasty thoughts about people? Are you judgmental? You know, all of those things will block all the positivity and fruitfulness that can happen in your life, especially if you are intent on practicing the law of attraction. So as I see things coming to me daily, I'm gearing up to focus on something very specific that I want to attract into my life. But I'm making sure that the relationship that I have with my currency, my time, and my money, I have just as much positivity there. So I'm going to leave it again. I'm going to leave it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I keep wanting to say rating, for liking my videos. I truly appreciate it. If you like this video, please press like. Please subscribe to my videos and press the notification button so that you can see more of my videos. Watch some of the older videos. Get to know my story. I love you guys. Take care. Mwah. Peace and blessings.